Hey, Reset Patrick here, and I want to thank you for checking out episode 8 of the Reset Button, where we talk about Activision Blizzard. Before we get started, I want to let everyone know that we did have audio issues with this one, where there were two different audio tracks recording my voice at once, so you're going to hear an echo. We were not aware of this until we had finished the recording, and of course, when we were doing a double take, we figured it out and fixed it, so episode 9 should not have any of this issue. So I apologize profusely. On with the show.
Loading complete.
Welcome one and all to the Reset Button, with this episode being episode number 9, The Toys That Played Us. So, of course, we're going to be talking about, of course, Amiibo. But before we can dive into this topic, we have to go around the table and make sure everybody knows who our hosts are. Of course, everybody knows who I am, Reset Patrick. I've been here at Reset Press since inception, one of the co-founders along with Reset Tanner. But over to the side here, we have the man from the Canadian frozen wilderness, Johnny Chase.
I totally watched this shirt, by the way. This is not me just wearing the shape. We totally didn't record these in succession. So I went and did laundry and decided to wear the Macho Man t-shirt for the second episode in a row.
Yeah, I'm forever wearing combat shirts.
Yeah. I'm totally not breaking kayfabe.
Why would we do such a thing? That'd be silly. We're not silly people here. We're very serious. And that's why I'm going to call Liz here the cosplay queen. This is Liz.
What's up? Hope everyone's doing well.
I think everybody is doing fantastic, at least I hope, because this is going to be one of the most fun topics that we've talked about, one of the most entertaining, because how can you have a negative topic when you're talking about fun and toys? How is that even possible? I don't think it is. So what we are talking about this go, for anybody who's not familiar with the term toys to life, first off, where you been for the past decade? I want to know. I think you've been hiding. Second, Toys to Life is a brand of toys that interact with video games to do additional things. Maybe you've heard of Amiibo. You might have heard of it. Maybe a Skylander or two. And we want to talk about the history of them, where they stand today, and what kind of Toys to Life have been introduced to the market over time. Because after doing some research, I saw some ones that I didn't even know was like a thing. They are weird, man. They get weird. But I think starting out, the one that just about everybody knows is, of course, Skylanders. That was from what I read with my research, and if either of you know better, correct me, but they had this idea that they were wanting to kind of push this, and they didn't know exactly how to market it because it was kind of a newer niche idea. And that's where they decided, okay, we're going to have these toys, but we're going to put Spyro in it as well. And it was kind of like they sold you the game. They had the toys. Spyro was there as well. And a lot of people still knew who Spyro was. And that is what helped us skyrocket Skylanders to fame pretty quick.
And may I argue, let's think about, Skylanders came about a little over 10 years ago. It was probably like 2011 or 12. Correct me if I'm wrong. And let's think about it. The people that probably played a lot of PlayStation are now parents, and they know what Spyro is. What? Oh, get the parents in on board. That's a huge part of the formula here.
And the thing that was a really big selling factor for this, for anybody, like, seriously, if you've never seen Toys to Life or anything like that, I'm shocked. But basically, you have these different characters that you would buy. all the different characters do different things in the game, and they're pretty much mandatory if you're wanting to get through the game. You can buy one figure, but that's like having a game where there's only one character. And my understanding is it can be pretty difficult if you do that. Or you can shell out
the base
10 bucks a
set
character.
comes with like the couple that it comes with, like 2 or 3 at least.
Yeah,
and the base set, basic and whatever.
The base ones, I'm sure, like when you buy the base game and the base and all that, they come with like the necessary amount of figures to complete the game. But if you want to have variety or change anything up, that's when you would buy like the spare ones there. Yeah.
So
I was looking. I only have one, and it's technically a double one. It's an amiibo as well, so like the Donkey Kong one from the supercharged. Yeah, just because like just by turning this base, it goes from amiibo to Skylander, which is kind of weird. I don't know how they do that, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's cool, how you distinguish between the Skylander NFC and a amiibo NFC apparently.
Oh, those are some of the best. The Donkey Kong and Bowser one, those are two of the ones I really want to get. I want those pretty bad. But of course, a lot of other companies saw the success that Skylanders were having, because for a while, like, Skylanders was the thing. Like, you think kids are going nuts for Fortnite now?
Oh my god,
it was Skylanders then. Kids were going wild for it. And of course, other companies looked into this and decided they wanted a slice of pie. And you started seeing other things. And I'm not going to say some of these like in order of release. I'm just naming those. Of course, we had Amiibo. That was a Nintendo idea. You had Disney Infinity. You had Lego Dimensions. And you had plenty of other weird things too. I'm going to show this on screen for everybody so we could see
visual aid.
Yeah, some of this weirdness that we've got going on here. So right here, we have what is called the Hero Plug and Play. So the Hero Plug and Play allowed you to get different figures of like a certain genre and be able to swap those out to play on your... It was like one of those plug and play into your TV games, but you could also use figures. They had
that's crazy.
Yeah, right? So they had TMNT. This is what you're seeing on screen right now. But they also licensed DC Heroes. That was another release. And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Dude.
Wow.
Cool brands. I had no idea. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was some wild stuff. Some stuff that I certainly never heard of, never knew existed or anything. And then we also had this right here. This is Sick Bricks. I'm not quite sure what these are, what's going on here, but Sick Bricks is what this is.
Oh, they're really cute.
Didn't last long.
I've never heard of that.
Never heard of it either. Is there branding there? Is that Chucky from Rugrats up there?
Oh, and
like, are these brand name stuff?
I'm not sure. I wasn't able to do that much research to learn, but it's just, these toys are weird, like really weird. They look Lego-like, but I don't think Lego is the one who released them. I could be wrong.
Oh no!
If somebody can look into it and determine if it was Lego, that'd be awesome. Yeah, look at these.
Well, the Lego has its own its own series. Yeah. The only thing I would think of is if they did this as like a prototype thing, to test the waters, if it came out prior to the Lego Dimensions stuff. But it looks so uniquely its own brand, like off-brand Lego enough that I don't think it's them.
Then the other one I was looking into is, of course, this one I think most people will be familiar with. This is Pokemon Rumble U. These figures were part of a Wii U release, Pokemon Rumble figures, and they were actually out before Amiibo. So I answered my own question before where I think I was saying Iwata couldn't have possibly thought this out on the train for Amiibo because there was already that reader on the Wii U gamepad. No, these were what they were trying to read with that. So this was the original idea.
I have many fond memories of a bunch of my friends. Like again, we're all in college at this point when the Pokemon Rumble came out, all trying to come in and like feel the packages and figure out and shake and see which Pokemon it is.
This is so
So
you
much
couldn't
time.
you just couldn't walk in and say, "Yeah, give me Eevee, give me Pikachu." You had to like it was a gotcha.
It's all random. It was all
Oh,
gotcha. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
rotten.
Bullshit, I know.
That is
And I have
fucking
friends
rotten.
like I was a good employee. I didn't let them break really like the rules, but they would like sit and hang out with me for a little bit, and they would like open them, and then like they would like keep buying a couple more if they didn't get what they wanted.
That is just absolutely terrible.
So
Is that
bad.
the
They
only
weren't
one
too
I can
expensive.
do?
I don't think they were more than $5 though. I don't think they were. I don't think they were very
Still, though.
expensive, which is at least a good thing.
That's still a lot, and that's kind of a unhealthy addiction there. It's just like I gotta get them, I gotta get them.
Like, all my
Trying to
friends
find
are,
them on
like,
my desk here.
super dweebs like me, and you know they're really into Pokemon. So
Oh, this
was the
house lives and
time.
breathes Pokemon, but I don't think we'd agree with that. Wow, that is just. And of course, chat's mentioning Warhammer. Yeah, Warhammer was definitely more expensive than any Amiibo could ever think of, or any
Oh
toy
my
to life
God.
at all.
Mhm.
But Warhammer, of course, that's more of you know, you can paint it, you can customize it and everything. And I know that some people have gone and customized their toys to life, and they've done things like that. We've seen some really amazing ones. Like I think most people know about the USA Mario skin that's in Smash, and people
Mhm.
painted their Mario to look like that. So
Oh, cool.
so it's been some cool stuff, but overall, they're collectible, but they're not that super collectible. I would say at this point, probably the least collectible is just the Disney Infinity, simply because
Mhm.
they're dead on arrival.
Yeah, they when they canceled it, that's actually when Melly and I started collecting them, is because they were so dirt cheap. I think you could get them for like $2, $3, $4, and then like Dollaramas
still
around
dirt
here
cheap?
would be if you can still find them packaged. Yeah, actually, I think I still have one or two of them that we just picked up. They're still in the package. Let me see if I can find them real quick.
Yeah, and just like a brief little anecdote, I aside from Amiibo, I am not personally like my pockets are not invested in Toys to Life, but I have a lot of experience living the Toys to Life sales role. So I feel like you know, I got a little bit of an opinion on things. But dude, people were cutthroat. Especially whenever there was like a new wave to like each version of the game, or they had like a new special release. And a lot of the times, like you do have like the bundles where there's three of them, or sometimes like a kid would like lose or break a toy, but you only can buy it in the bundle, and the bundle's a lot more money. Or there'd be like a one-off release, like you know, a singular package, and that one was very scarce for a period of time. But once I did start seeing them in the resale market used at the game store, they were so cheap. So cheap. But I don't know where it stands now in terms of collectibles. Either Disney is like really expensive because of the scarcity, or there's just so much available and nobody cares anymore.
Yeah. I'm actually going to look up, I think there's a Toys to Life section in pricecharting.com, because it is sort of a
I wouldn't be
collectible
surprised.
deal. It was unavailable because I used to, like, when I was collecting retro stuff, I had an app on my phone that I could track games, peripherals, accessories, consoles, and Toys to Life. And then eventually I was getting into Nintendo Powers. Let me see here.
Price charting should have its
Oh
own
yeah,
app.
yeah, Toys to Life. Okay, Infinity figures. Let me see. So I did find one that I got at Dollarama that I just never got around to opening out of the package. So I got a Nemo.
Oh, nice.
And then I can't find it right now, but I do have the last time I saw Disney Infinity being sold at Dollarama, it was the Flying Dory playset. So it was the Dory Infinity figure, and then like there's the the clear plastic, like the crystal ones that would actually have like the game code written on it.
Oh.
Because I have this
do you
one.
mean like the power-ups or accessories, or like, let's say the figure but condensed to like a little tiny object?
No, it was like the different game modes. You would have to put it in the middle if it wasn't like already on the disc. But there was like other game modes that you could get that were on. Obviously, let me grab a couple. I think I should have.
Oh yeah, again,
here somewhere.
It's been at least 8 to 10 years since I actually sold these things, but I never actually owned them. I did have some Disney Infinity before I lost them, but I just kind of collected a couple little princesses that I liked. Like a big part of the toys to life, for me at least, with my experience, I really don't use them except for like Amiibo to scan a couple little bonuses in games and unlocks whatever it is. But like I don't actually like use the Amiibo with its like Smash Brothers intention. But I think of them as like super duper budget figurines of things that I love. So that's what I appreciate about them. They're very, very detailed. But yeah, Disney, there's like those little like see-through plastic little thingabobbers, I think.
Yeah, I should have had these all prepared for the show.
That's all good.
So yeah, I can show them real quick there. So
let's see them.
So I have a Death Star one. So this is the when 2.0 came out. No, 2.0 was Marvel, 3.0 was Star Wars. So the Death Star one was playing through the original trilogy. And I had
3 was out, the sequel trilogy was starting to come out. So it is a marketing standpoint, it makes sense to release it as like the third version.
And I don't know if this one here, this is 2 lightsaber hilts and the collectible. I don't know if this is the sequel trilogy or if this is the Clone Wars. Because I do have Anakin and Ahsoka.
Yeah, I have Anakin and Ahsoka as well, and I also have that. So I think that's Clone Wars.
You guys have Kylo Ren.
I do. Yeah.
I do as well.
Got Kylo and Rey. I think I have Finn. Oh, okay. I can grab Kylo. I will show this one here. So this one here with the trophy in the middle. I don't know. I want to say this is the one that comes with the Winter Soldier cap here. This one here turns Infinity 3.0 into Power Stone, becomes an arena brawler.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'll go get my color right.
Like Disney Infinity, I feel like it has so much to offer with all of its little extra add-ons, but like, let's be real, I think people only care about the toy box. That's like the only thing people talk about ever.
There's some cool stuff that they made in the toy box that was crazy. You can't do it anymore because the servers are shut down, so you can't download any new levels there. But I remember someone recreated the Avengers fight in New York against the Chitauri and from the first Avengers movie. Like they rebuilt that section of New York and they just flooded you with enemies. But yeah, there's the Kylo Ren right there.
Yep.
It's got the
thank you for humoring me.
You can see closely there. It's got the it's got a little shimmy on there. I think most of the Star Wars ones that we have with characters with lightsabers actually light up. So they actually feed when you put them on and they feed up, the lightsabers actually light up on them.
Really?
Which those are pretty cool.
Here's the unfortunate thing. I never had a chance to actually use them because with you, I started collecting them after the game was dead because they were so cheap. So I thought, they're just fun little collectibles now.
I did not know they would have glowed up. That's so cool.
Yeah. We also carry this thing around with us too. It's there's a binder that we found that actually could put like the power discs in there.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Melanie loves these two because she loves Tron. So there's like one disc in here that will turn the toy box into Tron and like play like the Tron Legacy music, the Daft Punk songs, and it's like it's this one right here. If you plug that one in. And of course, she's like big into Captain Winter Soldier, so she got the extra stuff there. We haven't gone through these in a long time to try them out and see like what's what.
That's killer.
But yeah, we were really big into that. I think though,
it's worth it.
Yeah. We collected a lot of those, and they were like again super duper cheap because the game was dead, and Toys R Us and Walmart and everyone were just fire selling these things off to try and get them out the door.
Oh yeah.
And then we would get
so much counter space and aisle space. The packaging was, I mean, it's precious and big. Like you have to protect the figure and have it encased, But like those unit sizes for such a small thing, no wonder they were clearanced out so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same with Amiibo, honestly. Like the blister packs for an Amiibo figure is huge, like ridiculously huge. So I know, like, just like everything on the planet, there is the argument, open or unopened. Which type of collector are you? And a lot of people
open.
A lot of people are unopened. Like that's the only way they'll do it is unopened. But I just ask, how in the holy fuck do you get all of those together at that point? The packs are so huge for those.
I mean, the packaging is really nice in my opinion, but like, as I've said before, what's the point of having things if you won't use it? What's the point?
And to your point earlier, because you said that you didn't use any of the Amiibo in like Smash or anything. Oh, I did. I did from like the
I just don't play Smash. That's me. But like in the little bonuses in games, if it's available, heck yeah, I'll totally use it. But otherwise, like, I'm not really super into like plushies or figures. But it's like, oh, for $11.99, the old price of a lot of Amiibos.
Yeah.
I could have a really surprisingly good quality figure of something I absolutely love, and that was the big appeal for me.
My exploration into it and what really got me into it was actually, and I hate to wrap back into this, but I mean, Reset Press was born out of the death of it, Screw Attack News. See, I was writing a column at the time on Sundays, Sunday Smash. I was writing that before Sunday Splat with Splatoon, and when the game finally came out, I decided to do like kind of a review breakdown, how I felt about the game, how the Amiibo played. So I thought, okay, I'm getting the game, but I have to get some Amiibo figures to talk about those. So I got Amiibo figures and started training them a little bit. And then the more I played against them, like I was playing Yoshi to Yoshi, because Yoshi all the way in Smash 4, baby. That's the way it is. But I realized the more I was doing my Yoshi combos, then the AI for the Amiibo was learning that combo and would start using it against me. And was learning some different tactics.
It learns.
Later on started teaching me shit that I wasn't even thinking of. And that's why I was like, okay, I'm going to get as many of these as I can, and I'm going to train, and we're going to grind, and we're going to go nuts. Oh, it was so much fun.
I mean, you are not the first person to say that, but it really improved people's Smash game for sure. It's a great way to practice, especially if you don't quite want to go online. Like playing games online, especially with Nintendo, is weird with like the connections and like cheats and all that stuff. But if you want a really good challenge, people just had so much fun leveling up their Amiibo as high as possible and making that an entire challenge in itself. Again, like this era was like heavy college era for me, and we'd have nights like, again, I wasn't invested in Smash, but when we didn't want to do 8-player Smash anymore, we would have like real weird, complex competitions to try to beat someone's Amiibo, and people kind of went around. Oh, sorry, people went around the circle with their with their Amiibo, and that was entertainment in itself.
It did get that intense. I mean, what was that event that was at SGC? I think they held it twice.
Oh,
the Amiibo cockfight. It was the best.
Cockfight.
Yeah.
Princess Pike.
Amiibo cockfight was the most fun I've had. With unfortunately destroying toys.
Yeah.
It was sad to see them
but it
get
was
destroyed.
so fun.
But it was so much fun.
But like,
and they did it in so much entertaining ways.
Figure, and it gets blended up and like torn to hell. It was like so special. Let me say that. It was very special.
Like the most expensive one was Gus Sorolla. He had the gold Mario. And like I think I'd taken out like on like RT Extra Life or something.
This guy?
Yeah. And he's just
the
like,
best.
what? Oh, you have a gold Mario?
Right there.
Ooh, nice.
I've got the silver as well. Yeah, I went a little crazy with them. It
I
started,
did too.
and then I think I got addicted.
Same
and went
here.
Insane. But Amiibo Cockfight.
Not anymore because they're way too expensive now.
Amiibo
Even like
Cockfight,
brand new ones, they're just.
It
They're
broke
like
my-
15 or 16 bucks now, I think.
Oh yeah. They're
The new
stupid.
MSRP.
No, not even. No,
Oh well,
not in
here
Canada. God damn, it's
I
like
was gonna
26.
Here in the States, they're
Oh,
still
God.
either 14 or 15.99.
Yeah,
I'm not
they're like
saying, like, you
26
go,
here in Canada.
26.
Close to it, yeah. And then if you don't
And then
catch them,
conversion rate's
if
a
you
little
don't
different,
catch
but
them,
not that big.
if you don't catch them, and then they'll go on the reseller market and they'll go for twice that much. I think Bayo, either version, like player 1, player 2, and Cloud player 1, player 2, $80.
No.
Whoa.
I was just like, I'm not paying
Okay,
$80
hold
for a piece
on.
of plastic. I'm not gonna like actually tap and use anything with.
And these are the people that will not open their toys that are ruining our market.
Yeah, we do that sometimes. Collectors.
No,
We're-
it's so self-sabotaging. Let people that want it have it. I'm over it. No more.
Mhm.
We're either the most passionate, benevolent people on the planet when it comes to collecting, or we ruin everything. There is no gray.
Yeah,
There is no gray
No,
area when it
there's
comes to us.
nothing in between ever. And it's very upsetting. Like, I used to have all the Amiibo until I lost all of it up to a point. And I'm just still heartbroken, and I'm like, dang, what would I give? Like, if Nintendo, like, we're coming up next year, it would be like a 10-year anniversary. If they had a bundle, let's say, of like, hey, we're gonna re-release all the Smash, but if you buy an ultimate set of everything, we're gonna cut down the cost of Amiibo a couple of bucks. I'd be like, here's my credit card, here's $2,000. I'm buying all of these. Like, please, can we have something like that, please? Please, Nintendo. I'll spend a lot of money.
So I was going back for Disney Infinity. For anyone curious as to what if they want to collect for this, they're not expensive. There's like the most expensive thing is a King Mickey disc, and that's like loose price is $250. I'm assuming that this was something that was at an expo. Like the second most expensive thing is a Sorcerer Mickey. It was a D23 Expo exclusive, and that one's like $200. But other than that, like the most expensive ones are like an Obi-Wan Kenobi that has the light effects and a black suit Spider-Man. They're like $27. Everything else under
that's
that
not
is
the
like
worst
between
thing.
$10-15
Wait,
for these things.
So, are you saying Black Suit Spider-Man or Symbiote Spider-Man?
Black suit Spider-Man.
Okay,
That's
not
what it's
symbiote.
labeled as.
Because I have a Symbiote Spider-Man. And if that's the same thing, then wow.
Well, I mean, technically it's the same thing. It's worded as Black Suit Spider-Man, but symbiote. Yeah, same thing.
If those
Yeah.
are in like the $20 range, like the individual, the MSRP back years ago when they came out were $14 to $15 each. So if they're like $25 to $30 in that range, like it's not terrible
No?
in terms of like the really expensive ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I like hearing the what that Spider-Man has gone up to, like if I tell everybody what I actually paid for, I did pretty good. I think I paid $3 for that.
Yeah.
You know, when I had a couple before I lost them, they were all just like less than $5 each.
Yeah.
I got my little princesses and they were cute and I loved them.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, I gotta go searching for the rest of these discs because I swear to God, I have one that turns the game into like a isometric RPG, like Diablo or something like that. I can't remember the name of it. I know I have that, and I have one too that turns it into a kart racer.
Oh,
It's like, yeah, like these things, like, man. No, not Cars disc. Like it actually, like,
Really?
I mean, there is a Cars disc. Like the first Infinity one was Cars
They had
related.
cars in it. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, this one is like like Mickey Speedway USA 2.
Oh,
that's awesome.
If you remember that from the 64. Yeah, I think one night I'm gonna grab the base, plug it into the Xbox, and go to town on these little discs here and just see what well, like stuff that my wife and I missed out on, or we didn't end up playing a whole lot, because we went through and played all of Infinity 3.0 with Star Wars, but we never got around to doing. I don't even think we finished the Marvel one on 2.0. I'll have to look into that again.
I think we can even go ahead and start hammering home like why these are such great collector's items by just, I'm going to do a quick comparison so everybody can understand. A lot of people, even if you don't care what these Toys to Life do, they're still a great collector's item for the value, because I'm going to show you this Blanca figure I got from, I think it was Fan Home is where I got this. I can't recall. But I mean, it's a really cool Blanca figure. Looks great. I've got other ones such as like Ryu, Ken. I've also got Bison. So it looks great, right? You know, great looking figure. About $12 figure, but it doesn't do anything. It just looks good. So, okay, sure. And then you have something super creative, like the 8-bit Mario. This looks amazing. And it looks like it was crafted with so much love and care, but it actually does things in many different Nintendo games that you play. There's all sorts of stuff you can discover just about any Nintendo game you try. Just scan the Amiibo and see what happens. So
I guess the more like popular or
universal
the character is, it could be used for more and more games. Like Mario, obviously, classic, duh. There's almost a Mario function in every single game that's Amiibo compatible.
And I think that's the big push that people should remember when they're asking, you know, why do people care about these? Because one, they're collectible figures that look great. I mean, I'll hold up the gold one for people to see. Yeah, there you go. And they actually do things with your games, many of which you're probably playing right now and don't even realize because the Amiibo craze has died down. But that's the beauty and the fun of it, honestly.
Keep making more content with some of the older figures is really cool and like super thoughtful on Nintendo's end. Like I appreciate that they didn't totally drop it after the hype really died down.
Yeah.
So like let's give Nintendo a pat in the back for doing something really cool and inoffensive for once in terms of like its products and its services.
Yeah.
Yeah, anymore it's just like little extras you can get here and there that people appreciate. I mean, nothing crazy, which is nice, but
it's nice.
I wanted to talk about the positives so I can flip over to the criticisms I've heard. Not a criticism that I personally share, but one I've heard. A lot of people get upset when it comes to Toys to Life because their argument is they're locking DLC behind this figure that you have to go buy. So what could be essentially $5 DLC is now $16 DLC because you have to go buy this. Or if you can't find it, oh my God, is it $30, $50, $80 DLC?
I mean, I just think of it as a sweet little bonus. Guess what? If it's something that's like so critical to the game or really impactful, it's just like a cool little bonus spiff. And kind of like what we're all describing, we get them because they're really sick little figures with a lot of function, especially in Smash, above all other game. But it gives, you know, let's say, oh, there's another Zelda game that comes out, you know, next year, and I've got like 20 Zelda figures, and if I scan every one, there's a cool little thing that pops in the game, like a different skin or like a little baby bonus. That's cool. It rewards you for buying something, even if it's old. You're getting more shelf life and value out of a figure you bought 10 years ago. So I understand the DLC part where people are upset, and guess what? That Amiibo is so out of stock, out of print. It's $100 for that figure. But unless it really brings a huge impact to the game, I don't care.
Yeah, the only ones I can think of that have done that is Mario Kart 8, because like the Amiibos would give you clothing for your Mii for the cart. Patrick had it there. Those 8-bit Marios would unlock a special mushroom in Super Mario Maker that would turn you into like a larger version of Mario to like smash blocks in Mario Brothers, I think. Yeah, Mega Mario mushroom. Yeah. And then the one I have here, Shovel Knight. This, until it was released everywhere else, which I get this on camera here. This before everywhere else was the only way to play local co-op in Shovel Knight, because this would unlock the second Shovel Knight character. Yeah. I mean, it's available for all the systems now. So if you bought Shovel Knight on anything, it's there. But like for the longest time, this was the only way to get co-op in Shovel Knight.
And you know what Nintendo could do to easily remedy this situation is to sell a binder with collectible cards like people do on their own little Etsy's or eBay shops, making their own like NFC playing cards. Nintendo could just easily release those and they'll make a shit ton of money. Nintendo's gonna make money no matter what it does, right? But if there are like weird unlocks, kind of like the couple that you mentioned where it's like, yeah, I would like a Mega Mushroom in Mario Maker. That's kind of weird. I don't have that in the game already. It's not just like a skin or like a little tiny baby bonus, not that consequential. They could just make so much money and be like, here's a cool collectible binder with all the little imprints of what the order, what number these amiibo are. And please don't do like playing cards where it's a random pack. Like you could be like, this is series 1 through 20, or this is the Smash series. This is the Mario Kart kind of bundle. They could do so many combinations and bundles and do like little holographic and cool things if they want to make the extra money. But that'll be a nice solution, right?
I'm going to slide in and ruin your day on that one then, because that's exactly what Nintendo did. They released packs of random cards, the Animal Crossing Amiibo cards.
Oh, that's like the one thing that I have. Okay, we're not talking about Animal Crossing. That's different. That's different.
Okay.
No, I'm talking about Nintendo Amiibo, not the Amiibo cards.
That happened.
You just unlocked the memory for me, because that just realized that's one of the fundamental problems with Amiibo, is this with that animal or the city festival, whatever that board game was that came out on the Wii. You had to have an Animal Crossing Amiibo to play it.
Animal Crossing.
Because you had to I'm gonna be right back.
Amiibo Fest. Yeah, that you had to put the Amiibo on the gamepad and lift it to roll the dice and move the character around. Like, it was so weird.
Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. Oh my God! Did we run Liz away? Did she run away? Oh no!
I'll show another. Well, she's back.
I do have almost all the cards, by the way, but this is different. This is stupid. I do have a 5th binder that's somewhere in the UK at another G1 friend's house that hasn't been mailed to me. I do have the 5th one eventually coming, because these are UK binders only, but we're not talking about Amiibo cards. These are so stupid, okay? Don't be me.
You said you hoped that didn't happen, but it did.
No, I'm talking about like regular Amiibo. No, Animal Crossing is stupid. This is its own like subject. This is separate than the regular. I know this exists, but this is a different thing. This is not Smash Brothers.
I'm not saying that Animal Crossing as a whole is dumb. I'm just saying that the board game was dumb because you couldn't play without the Amiibo.
Okay, well, I don't use this on the board game. If I want anyone in particular, I could be like, oh, here's my and this is UK only, by the way. This is not American. I had to import this shit. But like, see, it's got like the missing all slots. But what I want from Nintendo is like, okay, we got series 1 through 20. This is the original Smash lineup, the first 2 waves or whatever, and we're gonna charge you $25 or whatever it is. I don't care. That's what I want. That's what I'm conceptualizing here, okay? This is stupid. This is for people with illness of the animals and the crossings. This is a different subject, okay?
The more you hold that up, the more Nintendo is going to remember and then start doing the Smash cards the same way. They're like, yeah, that worked.
You guys, I literally bought, before they would unwrap like the box display, I'd be like, I'm buying that whole box. How many come in there? Bring me up. I'm not joking. That's what I did. And that's how I got a lot of them.
Ooh,
guaranteed in that retail shelf, there's going to be so many sick ass cards and you're going to get like the same like dozen repeatedly. But that's how you do it. You buy the whole rack.
Ooh,
I'm just looking at the average prices on for Amiibo cards on Amazon. It's anywhere between $15 to $20 a pack.
A pack?
Oh no! There's a there's a Animal Crossing cross Hello Kitty crossover cards.
I do have that. That's like available on Target. It's like on clearance right now. If you want to get it, it's super cheap. So don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like $8. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not that painful.
No,
they're
I was
really
looking at,
cute. The furniture is so cute.
no, I'll just looking at cards there because I was like, oh yeah, I remember like I can get like the entire pack of Zelda for Tears of the Kingdom.
You guys don't
Like,
even
$20
know
for
how set up I
37
was.
card.
Like when Series 5 came out, they're like, limit 1 per customer. And they only get like 4 or 5 of them in every store, if they even got them. Series 5 is an upset, let me tell you. I'd go spend like a little over $100 and buy the whole freaking thing. I'm not joking.
Wow, that's intense. And I thought when I got into Amiibo, like I went overboard pretty hard because like the early series figures, it always starts this way. And anybody who is collecting knows, like if you played Skylanders and you have characters you liked, or you went into Disney Infinity and you were like, I'm only going to get the Star Wars figures. Or for me, I'm only going to get the characters I like to play in Smash. Only.
Let me tell you guys, I like started like a recent friendship with like a gal pal down here. Like, I just love having girlfriends. It's so nice like having girls to talk to, okay? Like I have very male-centric activities, so when I have like a woman I could talk to about my weird subjects, it's like, oh, this is great. And like I think like the moment I saw hearts in this woman's eye was like, she's like, oh, Animal Crossing cards, so cool. And she's like, these are my couple of favorites. And I'm like, yo, I got 3 Raymond spares. And she was like, can I have one? And I was like, yeah, of course. I got so many. This girl, like, practically just friendship blossomed. It was great.
That's solid because is that one of the rarest villagers?
I don't know if it's rare. He's just like one of the most popular. Like think of like the Beatles or Mario effect of, yeah, Beatles and Mario stuff is always going to be expensive and there's a shit ton of it, but it's just so popular that the market never dies down. That's kind of like how I feel about Raymond. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten him a few times and it's like, I don't think it's that rare. It's just very desired.
Makes sense. I remember though when I started collecting this stuff, Yoshi was the person. I think I got Yoshi and Kirby, and then people were going insane for this stuff because I remember Skylanders was still popping off, and then everybody was going crazy once again because Amiibo with Nintendo, and I was so upset because I'm like, I'm not going to get a Bowser. I'll never see a Bowser, and I'm just screwed. And this isn't fair. And I'm never going to get one. I got the Bowser.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went to GameStop for something and saw a Charizard. I'm like, yeah, I'll get the Charizard. Sure, no problem. And then it just kept going. It kept going. It kept going. Because people are freaking out and they're like, I can't get the Silver Mario. I can't get the Gold Mario. I saw it like, I've got the Gold Mario. I've got the Silver Mario. And just kept going.
Then you become that TikTok sound. It's like, all right, bud, on the shelf you go. Add to the collection. I'm in severe credit card debt.
You know what the Amiibo craze reminded me of? It's very reminiscent of Beanie Babies, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like. Beanie Babies, but 20 years later.
It's like any other collectible thing. Like it peaks. Like it goes viral, it peaks, and then nobody cares. I think we're kind of on that right now with Pop Vinyl. Like, I don't see anyone giving 2 shits about Pop Vinyl figures anymore. I've seen my Toys R Us like trying to liquidate this shit now. There's like 40% off, no refunds. Like, buy it and get out.
Silly question: is Toys R Us still active in Canada?
Oh yes, very much so.
Oh.
Because they weren't owned by the same. They weren't owned by the same parent company that Toys R Us in the States were. That's why they still exist. Yeah.
Okay, I had no idea because you've referenced Toys R Us numerous times, and I'm like, what?
Oh yeah, they still
I know we talk about the past a lot, but it's a little modern. Let me put it that way.
Nope, still active, still in my mall. Although I kind of upset because they no longer sell video games, but
no,
what can you do about that? Yeah, that was my section when I used to work there. Like I worked in the game section because I knew this stuff, and I'd love getting those booklets from Nintendo and Sony, and they'll be like, "Oh, let's see what's coming out soon," because like this shit
you get all
didn't
the
leak on the internet.
Perks and cool little freebies. Like you wouldn't get it
Yeah,
otherwise.
that's true. You're unlocking a memory hole there because like I would have like a Nintendo rep and a Sony rep and an Xbox rep come in. It's like, hey, here's some pins, here's some lanyards, here's some swag. Hey, you want this big ass book bag that has PlayStation 2 on it with like a zipper that's like 5 times the size it needs to be? Yes, please. I can't carry anything in that thing anymore because it's too old, but I still have it somewhere.
I feel like now I need to
Never get rid of that swag.
Mario hat with all my pins on. And I shall.
Very cool.
There you go.
I mean, that's what I'm wearing in the animated image, so might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I hear what you're saying about Funko Pops, and is this the part where I admit that I went crazy with those too?
Oh no, Patrick! Why?
I did. I did.
You know when Funko became a problem. I remember going to like
Inception.
C2E2, maybe like 2014, if I could remember. And I don't think Comic-Cons are very fun for me, at least. And the whole vendor hall in this huge convention center in the city of Chicago, massive, huge, everything was a pop. There was literally no merchandise but pops, and I was like, barf. Like that was
Yeah.
like the fact that there was like no comic books I could discernibly find anywhere, barely at all. There was way more pops. I was sick of it then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know I got sick of it, but I'll show you an example if I still have one box somewhere. Oh yeah, I still
I do get pops when they're really cheap, and apparently I do have a couple that are kind of spendy. Apparently.
All right. So
all of mine I got you.
What I hate is that. So I've got one that's still in the box. I don't know why I never took it out because I have a Julie Wheeler. I have Yu-Gi-Oh ones.
A Brooklyn boy.
Which, oh my god, I saw the price tag on it from GameStop. It was $9.99. Oh, they'll show up on camera. $9.99. I hate the fact that if there is a sticker on the plastic and it says like GameStop exclusive or Hot Topic exclusive, this thing, because of this little tiny sticker, it's got to be $50 now.
Well, like,
and watch this. If you're a Pop Vinyl collector, I'm about to piss you off right now.
Do it. Yes. For people who are listening, what you're hearing is he is opening it. He's not giving a damn. He's
enjoying his product. He's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Good for you, Johnny. We love this.
Now I summon Baby Dragon. Here, I enjoy it. Like it's Wheeler. He's in his school uniform. He's about to play Time Wizard because his deck is RNG based.
RNG.
He won he wins every single duel by pure dumb luck.
We love Joey.
Yeah, and I've got a Maximilian Pegasus back there. I need to open up still.
I cannot believe we had.
I think those were the last pops I bought. Those are the last pops I've ever bought. Because after that, I was just like, especially with COVID and things getting pushed back. Paul Marketing was like, "No, you're still releasing those pops." It's like, but the movie, we have to push it back. It's like, fuck it. It's like, this is gonna spoil the movie because you're gonna see all the characters that are in there. Fucking put those pops out on the shelf. I don't care if the movie will come out for 6 months.
Inventory.
I just want to say really quick that it is amazing you did that, and I fucking love this podcast for that very reason.
It was very
yes,
this is so great. So okay. Most of my pops I have at work along with my Disney Infinity figures because I need help. But I do have a few I could show here. We have
I don't think I have any pops on display.
I
They're
have
still in packing boxes.
My Warcraft movie pops.
Ooh.
So
yeah,
I'm a Warcraft fan. I know the movie isn't the best in the world, but I thought it was
if
okay.
you liked it,
I thought it was. I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty cool.
And then
I love the little Easter eggs
really
too.
Cute though.
So I have all sorts of different, obviously, Funko pop culture things. I had this one at work until somebody came over and mentioned it. This is Freddy Krueger. And somebody, okay. Spoiler alert. I do some government work that happens to be protecting children. And somebody walked over and saw that and they're like, a Freddy Krueger pop. Interesting. Like, fuck. Okay, I'll take it home.
That's
You're
so
being
funny.
judged.
I do have like some Persona pops like that where I have like a GameStop exclusive box that's apparently worth so much, and people like when people found out I had it, they're like, "I'll pay you this much," and I was like, "No." It's like if I'm gonna choose to have this stupid pop in my house, it's something that I love. So no, I think I upset a few people.
Yeah. I have hazardly like I tried to collect, like I only collected for stuff that I like there, so I ended up having like the first run of the CW Arrowverse figure, so I have like a couple of Green Arrows, and I got them too because like when I cosplayed, I did a lot of Green Arrow stuff, so I had someone that locally was the Flash, and then my wife and I, we like the one con we couldn't go to, there was like photos floating around, and then we saw this woman and she looked exactly like Felicity Smoke, and I was like, oh my god, it's like, I'm gonna have a Green Arrow, can I find you and take a picture of you? She's like, sure. So then like and then my wife ended up adding her onto Instagram, and they became fast friends, and she doesn't do the cosplay stuff anymore, but that was pretty fun. So then whenever I go to conventions, I'll take the pops out and I'll take a photo and I'll tag them in there and be like, who am I going to see you guys this weekend?
Oh,
Oliver
that's
Queen's
so
coming in here. Yeah. Oh, it was a good time.
Yeah.
But I got that. I can't remember the other ones I got there. Like my wife, I had them all up there. My wife has all the Avengers on the MCU. Every cap you could think of. I have a few Batman ones up there too. You know, but it's not like I only get the ones that are, you know, affordable. I don't like I said, like the sticker in the corner means it's exclusive. It just makes me mad. It's like,
those
really?
giant ones where it's like, I have a bigger piece of plastic, and it's gonna be like $50 for a piece of plastic.
The other ones I don't like.
I do like the Bayonetta one they had, and I thought that was cute at GameStop, but I never bought it.
The other ones I don't really care for are the ones that are set pieces. So there's like a Batman one that's like a Jim Lee poster.
It's like on the
I don't like,
oh, we're fighting.
Yeah, the ones that are the vehicles I don't really care for, because it's like the vehicle looks cool, but then like there's like, you know, the pop vinyl head just popping out there, right?
Little dorky little thing.
But yeah, the ones that are set, because I don't like them because they're way more expensive. It's like $40. It's like, yeah, this like, you know, this John Cena versus The Rock one is really cool, and you got the ring in there. I'm not paying $40 for that. I'm sorry. It's way too much money just for extra plastic.
Well, the makeup.
All right, what you got, Patrick?
Like, if you have it as like your token thing, where it's like, I'm only gonna have a couple, and that's like the thing you love, and you've got the shelf space, and you're gonna enjoy looking at it, that's fine. But if you're like a regular collector, you really have to make your decision.
What's the large one there, Patrick?
So this one I had to have for the game room. I walked into GameStop one day, and yes, it was $50, but they were like, hey, everything over here is 50% off today. And
yes.
I thought,
Merch
okay,
stop.
I've got to have this then. I will do anything in the world, including possibly murder, to get this one. So I had to. I had to have the Mega Pop Soundwave.
Oh yeah.
If you
that's
love
a
it.
that's a beefy boy. That's a big Soundwave.
For anybody who doesn't know, Soundwave is my favorite Transformer, like of all time ever, full stop. Love Soundwave. So to see that
so
there,
big.
I was like, yeah, this is my baby. I'm bringing it home. And I've been so happy. Now, that's
really cool.
Does it do anything besides sit there?
And that's when you buy it, is if you really love it.
Yeah. Man, we went on a big side tangent off of Toys to Life just to...
Toys to Life.
everything.
It's fine. It's fine. It's in the same subject.
Toys to life to toys
I guess
that
they just
influence
fit-
our lives.
These are the toys that played us, I
Mhm.
guess. We bought into it until they played us, I guess.
Yep, the toys that played us and make us happy. While we're thinking about that, I mean, this is a great way to end it. Is just other figures that really have an impact in our lives. I'll show this one. I have a PD Piranha. It's a very nice PD Piranha. Specifically because my sister sculpted this. So this is not a PD Piranha you can buy in the
Ooh.
store or anything like
Oh,
that.
wow.
Precious.
She sculpted
Did
this
she
for
like
me.
make it as a gift, or
Yeah, she
like
just-
what's the story? You have to tell us.
She told me I have something for you next time you come by because she's currently staying with my mom. So I came by one day and I was like, what you got for me, kid? And next thing I know, I've got this custom PD Piranha that she sculpted and baked and then painted for me. This thing is beautiful. It means,
That's awesome.
It means a tremendous amount to me because one, I mean, she made it for me custom, but my mom's favorite Nintendo game is Super Mario Sunshine, and PD Piranha is the first boss you come across in that game.
Okay.
So every single time I look at this figure, I think of my mom. Love that.
Oh, hold on. I got something cute to grab.
That's
A couple
awesome.
little things. So you guys keep talking.
Go for it. Yeah, shout out to Doom Sister for making that. That's awesome. I guess I don't have any of them here, but if we go back to Lego Dimensions, I don't think, like, because like with Amiibos, like, hey, if you don't have the Amiibo, cool, you can just get those cards off of Amazon. I'm kind of wondering if they have NFCs for Lego Dimensions, because hot damn, if they didn't have, like, Lego Dimensions was a Lego game that, like, if we didn't have, like, if we couldn't make a full Lego game out of it, we'll just have like levels. And I mean, there was like The Simpsons, Portal 2 was in there, Sonic the Hedgehog.
I think
Like
I
I
didn't understand what Lego Dimensions was supposed to be trying to do, but the one that almost made me bite, I came really close, even though I had no idea what it was doing or what it was supposed to do, but it was just the franchise alone almost sold me, was they had a Ghostbusters one. And it looked badass.
Now, if we're talking about like trying to collect for these, just give up right now because I just searched it. There's a Teen Titans Go pack, almost $100.
What?
And this is hitting home for me. There's a limited edition Green Arrow minifig, $25.
Oh,
And this is Lego?
expensive.
This is the Lego Dimensions, yeah.
Well, apparently
Oh,
we
wow.
went the wrong
The Homer
direction.
Simpson, yeah, the Simpsons one is $50. God, even the starter
So
packs are
Lego's
expensive.
Holy shit. That stuff has
Yeah.
so much value in the long run.
I mean,
Yeah,
do you think it's because the word
And they were
Lego
very
is on it?
scarce too.
possibly.
Because
Like the story stuff there.
I don't think it was in super demand or anything. Do they even make it?
No, it
anymore?
wasn't. That's probably why it's so expensive, is because it wasn't in demand. It didn't sell well,
It was
and
very
now
scarce.
it's very scarce.
Yeah.
Like I was just looking at some
Well,
of the
people
things that
wanted
are on
it
here.
really had to pre-order the figures. Like
Yeah.
I started letting GameStop on Lego Dimensions like became a thing, and I kept up with people that loved the Toys to Life stuff, and they're like, yeah, if I didn't order this, or if I wasn't the first person to be open in the store, I'm not going to get this variant or this type of pack available. Like that stuff is really hard to find, and like Lego is its own beast. And
Yes.
oh gosh, I feel like you guys would really. I've got a friend who works at like one of like the big Lego stores back home,
Mhm.
and he has Lego is like gold. I swear, you can buy your own house by selling off your Lego set. Like, dude, he's
Yeah.
got money in Legos and Transformers.
My
Like,
mother would
yeah.
go to thrift stores and just buy bags of Lego to sift through them and find minifigs and sell them online. I don't know if she does it anymore, but
Exactly.
man, I'm looking at like this. I just found a Dr. Emmett Brown with like the time train. It's $100.
They had a Back to the Future Lego Dimensions.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I
Oh,
slept
so
on
many
this.
good
That
movies.
actually that was
really
one of
good
the
movies.
that was one of the advertisements. Was Christopher Lloyd bought the set and put it together, and when Gandalf, Batman, and what's her face from the Lego Movie came out, he was like, "Great Scott!"
It's really cute.
Yeah. There's
Is that a
there's a
Simpsons set?
Gremlins pack. Yeah, there's the Simpsons level pack, but there's like team packs where it's just the minifigs. So there's like there's a Powerpuff Girls one, Gremlins. There's a level pack of the Goonies.
Huh.
So it's like if there was like a
Weird
movie or
stuff you wouldn't
franchise that they couldn't do a full-fledged game for, that's what Lego Dimensions was for. It's just like, oh, I have this little pack here.
Well, I hear the
Yeah.
Goonies
Oh,
are
there's
good
a-
enough, so that's awesome.
Yeah. There was an Adventure Time level pack. Mission Impossible. I remember there was
Holy shit.
there was just one based on arcade games. There was like a Midway one. I'm trying to find it here on Amazon. Like I just like typed Lego Dimensions on Amazon. I was looking for like, oh yeah, I got all the NFTs for the levels and stuff.
I don't think there was one
But-
for all of Midway's arcade games.
No. I'm trying to see it here. There's a cool Easter egg. If you have Bart Simpson and Sonic the Hedgehog on screen together, Sonic will quote
Oh, 90s.
the Bloodstorm episode. Because remember, if you remember they had it where non-copyright infringing characters would show up, and there was a Sonic-esque character that told him to steal the game,
Yeah.
and he was saying, "Take it, take it, take it, take it."
Yep, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
and the Sonic in the Lego Dimensions brings that reference up. He's just like, "Hey Bart, if you ever see this thing, just take it, take it, take it, take it, take it, take it."
Oh, that's so cool. That's like such an oddball little thing to bring up. I love it. Like Lego Dimensions, like it kind of came at the end of the Toys to Life craze, but they legitimately like I didn't play it or have experience seeing anyone play it, but like it's really cool. It's kind of a bummer that it came so late.
Well, I
Yeah,
see you got something there, Liz. Let's flip over to you to see what you got. What you got there?
Yeah.
Oh, are we playing show and tell?
We are. Especially if I could
Um,
see it in your camera.
Oh, okay. So I don't buy YouTuber merch, but I love Call Me Kevin. Like just thinking, like I literally cry tears and like watch this person almost every day. So I had to order his I didn't buy his U2s because U2s just like pops. No. But I had to get his little star character Jim Pickens, my favorite evil person in the world. Like the only piece of YouTuber merch I'm ever in my life, and I love it. So creepy. It's great.
So creepy that it's
Yeah,
great.
yeah, and then I don't want to reveal some other stuff, but one of my buddies, he found my favorite Pokemon in Ditto form, which we are gonna play the Guess That Pokemon game. We need to start bringing up every episode. You guys have a couple of guesses of what my favorite Pokemon is here. I don't think you're gonna guess fast, so I don't want to spoil that. But he does usually get me like little Mario and cute little characters and stuff.
Oh,
So,
Cat Peach.
Yeah. And then here's my
cool.
special Rido, Jack Frost. Yeah, he's so precious. I love this so much. And then I have a bunch of Animal Crossing, not Animal Crossing. I do have a bunch of Animal Crossing plushies, but there's too many. I don't want to bring them up. I have a lot of Harvest Moon Story seasons. Like when I worked at GameStop years ago, like they'd have them as pre-order bonuses, and people would literally just give me lots of them. So I've got quite a few. And then kind of random, when I went to my first anime convention ever, like years and years ago, like I like little figs and stuff. Like I don't do a lot of figurines, but one of my favorite games ever. I think I'm short just one. There are a couple, there's at least a couple that I'm short. But I found like these little tiny like Coca-Cola like Final Fantasy figurines that came packaged in Japan. And they're really cute, and they're really good quality for those watching video. They're so cute. They're like little chibi, and they're all holding Coke cans. Like Orin from Final Fantasy X, where his like flask would normally be. There's a little Coke can.
Oh,
Like,
nice.
yeah, it's so cute.
I
I'm
kind of
missing
want that
Himari
now.
and Lulu, and there's a little Riku. They're not super duper expensive. I actually looked at when I unearthed these unpacking stuff. They're not the worst price. I got them pretty cheap 15 years ago. Little Titus boy with a little Coke calf. Yeah, and then it was just really cute. I don't know. This is one little thing that I appreciate. And then they also had like regular ones that are like chibi figs. I don't know if it was like Coca-Cola or something else, but yeah, those are just like cute little like random dorky things. And I have like a little anime figure I like from my favorite manga. It's pretty cool. And I got one more thing. Again, I don't really like figures. Like, I know how much I talked about I like Amiibo, but I don't have that many Amiibo. But one of my more favorite games is the AI Somnium File games, and I got the collector's edition of the latest game of my little waifu Aiba. So she looks nice in her little box. So I don't want to take her out because she'll get all dusty, but she's pretty detailed, and it was really worth the. I'm not compelled to buy collector's editions with like figures or like big shelf consuming objects, but I don't know, she looks really good, and it wasn't that much more to get it, so I really like that.
That's awesome. I love seeing like little collections like that. I would show more of mine, but like I've got 8,002 stuffies up here. And besides, like the only one I would really want to show is my Lamb from Cult of the Lamb. That's hands down my favorite indie game. I fucking love that game.
I got a Cooking Mama on my shelf. That was another freebie.
Sorry, I'm just laughing at what Wordman put into the chat with Waka with the filthy out bed. They go against the Coca-Cola, brother. They drink the illegal Pepsi.
You guys ever want to talk Final Fantasy X with me? I will chat with you all day about it.
Oh God, I'm still trying to recover. You can't be killing me. Oh my God,
man.
Oh, I love me Final Fantasy X. Riku, it's like, don't tell anyone you're from Xanarkin. It's a holy place. You might upset someone. 10 minutes later, like, who you say you play for? There's Xanarkin apes.
I think for me, the best way to wrap this up, though, is when we talk about the toys that played us, is the best homemade toy that we have. We made Valley the valedictorian. And we'll be streaming again someday. Maybe you'll hear about that in 2 weeks with the big announcement. Who knows?
Ooh. Intrigue.
But before we wrap it up, do you guys have anything else that you want to bring up, that you want to show? Anything like that?
I can't show all too much at once. I feel like every week I manage to surprise you guys with one weird thing. I can't give it all away.
Well, the PS2 collection did blow our minds.
Yeah.
That did absolutely destroy us.
So funny.
Yeah.
If you're watching this live with us right now, go to our YouTube channel and definitely check out the latest episode there so you can see that and freak out with us, because that was wild. All right, I think we can go ahead and wrap it up. Again, this has been episode 9 of the Reset Button, titled The Toys That Played Us. And you saw how we love our various toys and collectibles, and I'm sure we're going to keep getting more, especially if more Amiibo come out, because I have a horrible crippling addiction.
Oh,
please help me.
Well, I think, isn't Sora the last one for Smash that's about to come out?
And he's
For
not...
Smash.
Oh, did they announce that officially?
No, not officially.
But it's the last one that needs to come out.
Yeah, that's the last one that needs to complete the collection of Smash Amiibos. That's the last one that needs to come out.
Oh, they're going to tease us.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they'll have some other stuff to bring out and just destroy me and wrangle me back in. Just when I thought I was getting out, right back in I go.
It's okay.
That's gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much for everybody. If you are here for the live version, We appreciate it so very much. If you are listening
Love
to
you
this,
all.
we'll have plenty more content available for you. Make sure to catch us on YouTube. We'll have different clips along with full episodes. And of course, you can always catch us on Spotify for the audio version. Guys, have a great night. Take care.
Hey.
Bye.
And apparently that was perfect timing because my dog just came in here just snorting like crazy.
Yeah, I was just hearing that. I didn't want to say it during the podcast, but it's just like, Mr. Trump told me that he's going to build a wall of Machina around the Albids.
That was so funny. That was great.
If you ever want to have a good laugh, right before they broke up, Wooly and Matt of Super Best Friends did a playthrough of Final Fantasy X. It's just like this ongoing of Waka. Like their impressions of Waka is just legendary.
Dude, everything about that game, like every character was written just, whether you like them or not, written so well that you could riff on like literally everyone, and it's so fun. It's so fun.
I love Yuna's dry delivery of okay. Every time you guys start, okay.
Oh my gosh. No. So one, like my high school best friend texted me last week. So him and his wife, freshly married. So happy for them.
Mm-hmm.
He's like part of our first trial in our official marriage. Now that she's like, we live together and we are man and wife now. We're playing Final Fantasy X. And he sent me a text message with a video of his wife reacting to, like at the very beginning of the game, where there's like a little old lady that like screams, "Stay away from the summoner!" And like that was like our meme when we were in high school. Like we like pissed our pants and thought that was the funniest thing. And she is just like like it was like the weirdest react video, and it was so perfect.
I've got a similar situation that I still find funny every time I see it, but it's in another game that you still have to play.
I know. Okay, you guys, I'm getting there. This last month has been character development month and taking care of myself because
Yeah.
I don't sleep. I've been sleeping more. I feel a little bit better.
What are you doing? You're walking around the room just snorting and sneezing. The fuck? What are you doing? Oh my god. So, guys, I mean, we usually do a post hangout when everything's wrapped up. Like I was saying before, 2 weeks from now, there's going to be an announcement. I'm going to start off the live recording with said announcement, and I hate to be cryptic, I can't bring it up yet. I am not allowed. This is above me. And you're probably thinking, no, wait, you started this thing. This is your thing. How is there someone above you? There is. So you just have to wait. It's a good announcement, but you'll just have to wait and be patient and have faith that I'm not steering you into something weird. I mean, I could be. You don't know. But likely not. No guarantees.
Oh God, no, Jin.
No.
God, no.
You're making all of us laugh tonight.
Yeah.
I'll quit the podcast and give it to them first.
He's too busy yelling at RTU and avoiding answering questions. That's the whole thing. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that off stream. Their preset.
Now, I suppose if I ever want to inject like the most lethal of poison, go NWO 2002 style, that's what I would do. Until then,
yeah. What a lethal dose of poison. And Hulk Hogan became a babyface 1 month later. You could thank Canada for that too, because no way we were gonna boo him. It's like, wait, we're getting Hulk Hogan back at Skydome. You better believe he's the babyface. Fuck you, Rock. It's like, but he tried to kill me with a semi truck. I'm like, and. Canada is bizarro land because we cheer the bad guys and boo the good guys.
That's just I guess the way it goes. Well, I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, Bret Hart, because he was supposed to be the bad guy, but not for you all.
Yeah.
He was the superhero for you all. Let's see what else could I tell everybody? What other words of wisdom before we end this thing? Oh yeah. If you had pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 1, because that's why I'm wearing this shirt. If you pre-ordered that, the open beta, well, closed beta, but open for you, go get on that. I played a good bunch of that earlier and it's great. So you should do that. And if you haven't pre-ordered it, maybe go do that, and you might run into me online and fucking body me and make me hate myself and regret getting the game. That'll be fun. I guess before we wrap up the live version here, I mean, do you guys have any words of wisdom? Anything? Because I think my voice is starting to give out.
No.
Don't let Hades, god of the underworld, discourage you from trying again. Words of advice.
Oof. That's right. You're playing Hades.
That game is like
It's a good
living
game.
my life right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, you guys don't even know. I'm absolutely in love with this game. It's like my joy outside of work, like right now. I did beat my first playthrough though. Very happy.
Nice.
Gotta keep going.
I haven't even done that.
I haven't.
I haven't even.
What?
Yeah.
I have it on Switch.
Roguelikes
And just
roguelikes are just not my jam. Like, I don't think I've ever beaten a roguelike. Like Rogue Legacy, Shovel Knight Dig. I don't think I've ever completed a run. I might have to rectify that.
It's so fun. I'm like,
I'm trying
so
to think.
enjoyable.
I don't think I have either, which is just, that's bizarre. I don't think I have either. Now that I really think about it.
Oh my gosh. If you guys get into it, it's gonna, like, I don't know. I don't get like angry at games like a ton. Like I don't really get angry, but I do die, and it's like, well, I gotta start over again. But I don't know. I'm not upset, I guess, when I die. It sucks when you get so close to beating the final boss, like really close, and I'm like, well, try. I don't know. The game is very encouraging, and there's so much variety to keep you going. And I'm never like terribly upset because sometimes I'm like, my build, it's not that great. But the fact that I got that far, I'm really proud of myself. So I don't know. I think it's a very encouraging to the player, but in terms of the story, everyone just shits on the main character. Like, you're not gonna make it. It's such a troll and such in its own way. It's great, but it's a very incentivizing and encouraging game. So I'd say give it another try if you didn't play too much.
I'm just slightly prone to that Scottish rage, just a little bit. So I'll admit it. But I mean, I finished Bloodborne.
Bloodborne's so good. Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
if you got the patience to, bumblefuck your way through that and keep getting punched in the nuts, I think most roguelikes should be okay.
No, it's phenomenal. I'm like hearts in my eyes. I love this game. It's so good.
Okay. Johnny, you got anything for the folks?
I got nothing. I'm good.
I don't have anything else either, and I think my voice is starting to give out. So
yeah, let it rest. You've been letting it rest for a month there, so
yeah,
it's gonna take you a while to get back into the groove.
I should probably tell like anybody who just showed up at the end why we've been gone for that long. I got sick with I don't know what the fuck got me, but it wrecked my voice for the longest time. I couldn't talk in the morning, and it would take hours for me to have a voice. And finally, it's doing better. I think I'm sounding more like myself. But if I keep consistently using it like I do, then it starts to do what's happening right now. So I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and call it so I can rest up. But guys, we appreciate the support, especially because I was a little worried how this was going to go after we've been gone for so long. Thank you for proving me wrong. I appreciate that very, very much. You guys have an awesome night, okay?
Bye. We'll see you 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from
Yep.
now.
See you in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much for checking out this episode of The Reset Button. If you like the podcast, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you'll be updated whenever there's a new episode or various clips that we produce. We appreciate all your support.